Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So this is a beautiful bright pink acrylic design set I have to show. So I'm mainly using products from Incandescent Shine. So I'm coming in first of all with a bead of this, it's like a neon pink with gold glitter in it, and it's called Flamingo Fizz. So this is an absolutely beautiful pink. So basically I knew that I wanted to use this colour, and I just sort of worked the set around this one particular colour, and then I was really pleased with how it come out and how all the colours I used complemented each other. So I've basically just done a thin clear base on my practice hand, and I've used pre-pinched tips, filed them into shape, etc., and then done the clear acrylic and then come in with the Flamingo Fizz. So as you can see, I've done a full nail of that, just making sure it's all nice and evenly applied, and then I will leave it to set and then cap at the end. So coming on to the next finger, so on this now I'm going to be doing a smile line. So I just was coming in here with Blushing Bride, and I'm just sort of making that smile line shape. I did faff around with this now a lot. I don't know, for some reason I just couldn't get the smile line how I wanted it to be. It is something that I'm working on, so I try to get a smile line now in every set that I practice, just so I can ensure that I keep practicing it, because it's something I struggle a little bit with. So yeah, I'll just leave you to watch this. So now I'm finished with that nail bed area. I'm going to do half a marble nail. I did forget to press record at the beginning, but basically all I did was put a thin bead of Athena's Gift, which is the lighter pink, just to neaten up the cuticle area, ready for a marble. Then I'm using 3 colours, so I'm using that Athena's Gift, Lobster and Blushing Bride, and I'm just placing wet beads of those colours down and then loosely swirling them together. They are quite similar colours, especially the 2 pinks, so it was quite a loose marble. It wasn't going for anything extreme, and I'm just doing this like halfway down the nail in that sort of diagonal pattern, and then just blending that out, as I will be doing some glitter on the tip. So the glitter I'm going to be using is from Charlie's Nail Art, and I've been really lucky to be given the opportunity to be a official promoter for Charlie's Nail Art. So that means I can offer any of my followers, subscribers, friends, etc. a discount code. So I will leave all the details for that in the description box below, so do check it out, and do check out all the products that are on the website for Charlie's Nail Art. They have a nice range of glitters and various other nail supplies. So this glitter I'm using here is called Magic Candy Dust, and it's a iridescent fine glitter with then these multicolored pastel dots in it. So it's quite crazy and fun, and I felt like it really fitted in with the set. So I'm just placing that on, blending it down so you can't see the join where that marble ends, and then I will cap that hole now in clear at the end. So then moving on to the pointer finger, I'm going to ombre the Lobster and Athena's Gift. So I'm coming in first of all with Lobster, and I think I picked up this bead slightly too wet, so just work with it. You know, you can always come in with more acrylic, so don't worry too much. So I'm just making sure that where I place that bead, I'm fading the back of that bead out so that there isn't a harsh line ready for the next colour. So I hope you're enjoying my videos. You know, they aren't meant to be tutorials or anything. They started off more just for me to see my progress, and for anyone who, you know, is also starting out in the nail industry. I've been qualified for a couple of years, but I had a break from nails and only got back into doing them the last year. So I'm still learning lots, but you know, I hope you enjoy watching, and if anything helps, then that's great. But I'm not saying the way I do things is the right way, it's just the way I currently do them. So I'm just coming in with a bead of sorry, I completely lost what I was saying. So I'm just coming in with a bead of that Athena's Gift, placing it at the cuticle, and then blended it over the Lobster. And then went off camera, capped all the nails in clear, before then coming in with 100 grit file to shape and refine the smile line. I like to cap all the nails before doing the filing, just so no dust settles on top of them and then you're encapsulating that dust and ruining the effect. So here I am. You know, the smile line, like I said, I couldn't get it right, so I was just fixing it up the best I can with my file. Just making sure to hold that file flat up against the acrylic and don't push down too hard on your clear base below. And just keep checking it from all angles, and then ensure to dust away any dust before you come in with the next colour. So around the edges of this nail, I wanted it to be the Flamingo Fizz. So I'm just coming in with small wet beads just to make sure I get right down into the wings. Oh, actually, I wouldn't say these were wet beads. These are probably quite medium beads, just to make sure I can get right down into the wings and ensure that there's no gaps and it's all fully covered. At this moment, it doesn't matter if you go over your nail bed area, as when you file it all away, it will reveal that nice crisp smile line that you filed in. So yeah, the Flamingo Fizz was basically for just around where the smile line is, and then I'm coming in with that Magic Candy Dust again over the tip. So I'm just coming in with a little bit more of that just so I could pick up some of the bigger chunks in there, and just moving it around, fading it down the wings over the previous colour. And then because of the glitter, I'm going to cap this smile line in clear acrylic. So then once this nail is capped, I would obviously leave them to set, and then they are ready to be filed. I did go off camera and do all my filing, as it is a little bit tricky to file on camera at the angle I currently have my phone set up at. So I went off camera, filed and contoured them all with a 100 grit file, and then like to shape them with a 150 or 180 grit file. Give them all a good scrub, wiped over them with some acetone, and then I'm now coming in with a new top coat that I purchased, which is the Premier Nail Gel No Wipe Top Coat. So I think it's called High Shine Non-Wipe Top Coat or something along those lines. But yeah, it's from Premier Nail Gel, and I have to say I'm really impressed with it. It gave off a lovely shine, and yeah, it didn't even dull when I did rub over them with some cuticle oil after, which I know some top coats can dull once you apply cuticle oil, but I left it to cool and yeah, it was fine. So I highly recommend it. I've also used it again since I recorded this video on my own nails, so I'm trialing how it lasts on them, but so far I'm quite pleased with it. I loved the shine it gave off. I loved how the Flamingo Fizz really popped in this set. So that's pretty much the end of the video. I really hope you've enjoyed watching. If you have, then please give it a thumbs up, and if you aren't already subscribed to my channel, then please do. And I have another video coming up soon, which is quite a bit different to most of the ones I've done, so keep a lookout for that, and I shall see you all again soon. Bye.